Hey everyone, and welcome back to Mega Man Zero. So today we'll be starting our end game segment. And yeah, without further ado, let's go to our trans server and let's visit this Neo Arcadia. So Neo Arcadia is split into 3 levels, and I consider the very first level of that area to be the most challenging one. Neo Arcadia Shrine. So yeah. And yeah, this track is just amazing. I would really like you to appreciate it. I consider this track to be one of the best tracks in the entire game. So yeah, it's pretty kick-ass. So here you can use actually Trans server to download elves, feed elves. You cannot abort this mission, as you can see here, and even if you use your escape unit, yeah, you'll see that you won't be able to actually do that as well. So don't even bother. Simply because whole Neo Arcadia levels, they are a part of end game, so you cannot use your escape unit in those. Also, this level will feature these temples, as you can see. So for example, you see this door, I cannot go back. So there will be a couple of these doors in regards to these temples, which are kind of one-way only doors. So keep that in mind. And also this whole level, oh boy, will feature these dog enemies. It will feature, yeah, these flying bird enemies, which are super annoying. Yeah, enemy-wise, this level is super annoying, so what I advise you to do here, and what I actually remembered before I recorded this whole episode, yeah, we have one elf that gets rid of pretty much all the enemies in the mission, and this is the perfect mission to actually do this. So, yeah, let's use this elf. Initially, I wanted to use this elf in the very last mission of Neo Arcadia, but then I remembered that in this mission it's super tedious enemy-wise, and from enemies you cannot get elves here. So yeah, this is the perfect mission to actually use that elf. So okay, temple time. So normally this temple in particular is filled with these spinning electrical thingies, if you remember, so you have to kinda evade and dodge those, but as you can see, because of that elf, we don't even have to worry about those anymore here. So yeah. So we got rid of one threat that is here in this mission. They are enemies, right? But the second threat is actually platforming. So here we have an active platform, so let's activate it by using our weapon on it. And here we go. Yeah, normally you have to deal with these flying birds here and whatnot, so... but we don't have to worry about it anymore. Now we have to only worry about just platforming itself. So before heading there upwards, which is the proper way to go, you see there is an active platform here, so let's activate it. And yeah, as soon as it is at its leftmost point, then just jump on the roof of this temple to grab, yeah, these two elves here. So yeah, elf-wise, this is mission where there are a lot of these elves there, but yeah, most of them, they are hidden in boxes. And don't worry about these elves, to be honest, because after this mission you can actually revisit this whole area, you can grab these elves. So yeah, it's just that, you know, now it's kind of like stress-free environment here for me, because I get rid of all the enemies with that elf. So now I can kind of screw around here a bit, I can, yeah, just grab these elves now. So... but however though, I will be still revisiting this place simply because there are 2 elves, if I remember correctly, which are super hard to get. So, okay, so we have boss time. Oh boy, statues, they're coming alive! But yeah, we have these 2 flying dudes here to worry about, which kinda look like these dudes from Halo, you know. But yeah, these dudes, as you can see what they do, they just shoot at you, and that's pretty much it. They are just circling around this room, and that's it. So it's not really a boss. It's kinda like a mini-boss, but pretty easy to deal with. Just, yeah, evade these bullets and hit them, and then that's it. So nothing too interesting about these dudes. But design is pretty cool, so I like their design. As you can see, we are using our tedious triple rod, so yeah. I promised to you that I'll be using it in this mission, so here we go. Super tedious to use, but it's pretty fun. So, normally in this mission, you have to worry about spikes here with these two flying dudes, but as you can see, we don't have to worry about it, so... And yeah, from these dudes you can also get an elf, so... Well, you can get it automatically by defeating them, so... But, as you can see, the mission is not over yet. So this mission will feature actually 3 bosses, so... Okay, so before heading there upwards, you see this wall here? You can get one elf here, which is in a box. So, initially I thought that this is a pretty tricky jump, and it was like that for me, but then I discovered one trick, how to grab this elf much more easier. So normally I thought that you have to use your dash jumps here to grab that elf, but actually things are much more easier. So what you have to do here, just let Zero slide off this wall, like normally, but while you're doing that, just keep on holding down the directional pad to the right. And when you do that, then Zero conveniently drops down to this platform here, which holds a Cyber Elf. So, there is one downside to this though, because now you will have to do this, yeah, platforming segment once again, as you can see. So, yeah, initially that elf for me was super hard to get because I just didn't knew how to reach that platform there. I was trying different tricks by using dash jumps and whatnot, but it did not work out too well for me. So, but yeah, when you are just sliding down that wall and just holding down the directional pad button to the right, then everything turns out to be fine. So, but yeah, we're still not done with this mission, as you can see. How this mission looks enemy-wise, you'll actually see after this mission when I'll revisit it. So normally here there are these turret enemies, and these turret enemies, they are super important to grab, I believe, 2 elves there to the right, but as you can see, now that we don't have enemies here in this mission, we cannot do that. So that's why I'll actually revisit this whole level later. Just because of these 2 elves and because of these enemies here. So... But okay, we have, yeah, already second boss fight here in this temple. So this boss is weak to Thunder, so let's equip our Thunder chip, and yeah, let's charge up our Triple Rod, and let's go. Once again, a pretty easy boss, once you know what to do with him. As you can see what he can do, he can use his slashes, he can turn into a top, and when he does that, you can yeah, use your charge attacks on him, as you can see, and that's actually the perfect time when you can damage him, to be honest. He sometimes uses these sonic splashes, here you see, these thingies. But the most important thing about this boss is that walls are your best friends in this boss battle, as you can see. Because most of his attacks, well, he can't do anything with them once you hug the walls, pretty much. So, he can maybe sometimes reach you with one of his slashes, but if you're being high enough, you know, up against that wall there, then you'll be kind of fine. So, yeah, very easy boss. As you can see, this whole mission, it has several bosses, yes, but yeah, pretty much all of them, they're super easy bosses. So, okay, slash attack, and sliced and diced. And that's it for the second boss, so one more to go. Yeah, with enemies, this whole mission is much more tedious, so... But yeah, from this boss you get one more Cyber Elf. So the next boss is weak to ice, so let's equip our ice chip. And yeah, let's head on forward. So let's see. Some more platforming we'll have to do here. Oh boy! Maybe those who play the other Mega Man games will remember these blocks. Yeah, these blocks, everyone loves these blocks. I think they are called Yoko blocks or something like that. Basically appearing and disappearing blocks. Super tedious blocks to deal with, but nothing that we cannot handle. So yeah, well, you already see how they work. They appear, then they disappear, and you have to jump from one block to the other to reach your final destination, basically. So my trick with them is that I jump off of them as soon as the bullet shoots, if it makes sense. Because each and every block there, it shoots bullets. So that is my timing for when to jump. So yeah, at the beginning these blocks were super tedious for me as well, but then I kind of figured out how they work. And now they are not so tedious. Although they are not so tedious anymore for me, I still fail sometimes. Yeah, interesting thing about these blocks is that you cannot hug them, if it makes sense. So basically you cannot slide off of them. So even if you, for example, fail, you see, you cannot kind of grab them, if it makes sense. So you'll have to kind of restart this whole section all over again if you fail, basically. That's what it means. So let's be much more careful there. Yeah, there to the right there's kind of like a secret segment where you can get extra life and life energy. So okay, so this segment is much more tedious with these blocks here. So here what I advise you to do, take a closer look how they appear and disappear, so that you know where you have to go, basically. Okay, to the right. Okay, here to the left. Here to the left again, and here we go. Okay, this one is much more trickier, because you may think that, oh, there are only 3 blocks here, and that's it, because you have to go there to the upper section. But take a closer look at these last 2 blocks there to the left. Basically, one block disappears and the next block appears on top of it, so that's the most trickiest part. So you have to get the timing right to jump from one block to the other block. So, but you know, before doing this whole section proper, there's actually one secret here. So let's see. Okay, and here we go! Yeah, by using your dash jump, very precise dash jump, from that final block, you can reach this inactive platform here, and when you activate it, it kinda moves to the left, as you can see. But here's the trickiest part about this whole platform, is that because of the background, you do not see how far you moved. As you can see here, for example, you see these rocks there to the right, everything is fine, right? But once you activate it, the platform moves, and there is no notification in the background how far you moved at all. So what I like to do here, I like to activate the platform, then count to 3, and then dash jump to the left. So let's see. 1, 2, 3! Here we go. And that's how you reach this roof of this temple here. Which, yeah, falls an elf. So. And once again, like I mentioned before, all of these elves which are in boxes here, you can get them later. So it's not a big deal if you kinda don't grab all of these today, you know, when you're kind of proceeding through this mission proper. So don't worry about it too much. So, okay. Concentration, 100%. Yeah. Almost made a wrong jump there to the left, not to the right, which is the proper destination. But to the left. Okay, let's try this one again. Okay, let's wait for it. Yeah, pretty tedious segment. Sometimes, even if you are thinking that you're doing the right thing, sometimes you can still screw this whole segment over. Yeah, and because of extensive jumping in this mission, this is the only mission in the game where my thumb of my right arm has a sore, has a big freaking blister. Even today, when I was practicing this whole level, this whole segment especially, yeah, just because of all of these jumps and whatnot, I have now a big freaking sore on my thumb. It's like ridiculous. Okay, so here we have the final boss of this whole mission, so let's charge up our Z-Saber and let's go. Well, I should say triple rod. And yeah, let's go. You are trespassing on the sanctuary of Master X. I, Herculeus Anchortus, will eliminate you in the name of Harpuya, Guardian of Master X. You should view it as an honor to be slashed to retirement by my sword. What sword? I only see your claws, dude. What? But okay, this dude is very, very easy. Once again, walls are your best friends in this boss battle, because for the most part, when you're hugging the walls, this boss cannot do anything with you. As you can see what he can do, he can ram just towards you, he can shoot his electrical balls, but his most annoying attack is this one, when he kinda uses these electrical wires or something, like his claws, which extend or something, and then he tries to push himself towards you. So, but overall it's pretty easy boss battle. He's super slow, as you can see. So yeah, all of his attacks, they are very, very manageable. So yeah, when he ramps against the wall, he gets this knockback, and this is something that you should remember, because sometimes what can happen is that you can stand too close to him, and then with this knockback he'll just ram into you. So sometimes he shoots big electrical orb, but it's super slow, so it's really easy to avoid. So okay, and yeah, a couple of slashes to go. Here we go. And that's it for this level. So, if there are enemies enabled in this level is much more tedious. So, but yeah, from him we get Cyber Elf. So let's grab that, and yeah, that's it. So regarding our chips, let's remove the chip for the next boss, because in the next level the boss is not weak to anything. So you have disrupted the area. The trans server near your current position has been activated. You should return to base now to take a rest. Now, you can go to base and take a rest and end the mission that way, but there is actually a different choice here. You can actually go straight forward to go to the next mission instantly. So, you want to proceed without saving? Although there is an option like this, I won't be choosing it. Good luck, Zero! Because I actually want to save, so... so yeah. And once you yeah, return to base, then you return to base in this trans server, so yeah, let's go. And that's it for this mission. Yeah, overall this mission, once you disable enemies in this mission by using that elf, that gets rid of pretty much all the enemies in the mission, yeah, this mission is manageable. But when there are enemies enabled, and if you are a new player, then this mission will be one of your worst nightmares. So, but even now, as you can see, without enemies, I had some trouble in regards to platforming as well. So yeah, this mission has a lot of different tricks that it has to offer for you. So overall, this mission can be pretty tedious at times. So. Zero, promise me that you will not try to push yourself too hard. If something happens to you, I can't. Just please, promise me. Okay, and with that, our first of 3 missions in the endgame is over. But in the next episode I will be actually revisiting this particular mission simply because I haven't actually grabbed all the elves that there are in that mission. So to proceed through the plot now, you can actually talk to Seal, and now she'll actually have the option to begin mission, as you can see. Previously she only had the option to save your game, but now you can talk to her, you can save your game, or you can choose only one mission, which is Neo Arcadia, and if you choose this option here, you'll be instantly teleported to the next mission. So, however though, there is also a choice in the trans server to go to the next destination as well. So there are, yeah, two options for you now. You can either talk to Seal to head to the next mission, or you can just use your trans server here to use that change area option, yeah, to head to Neo Arcadia Tower. So, but yeah, we won't be doing that for now. So let's see what else we got today. Today we got a lot of elves, Jesus. So the first one is Aiteran. Please use me to get items. Okay, so we also got an elf which is called Iref. My power will help heal you. We also got an elf which is called let's see, B5. I'll provide backup. So let's see what else. We got a couple more. I wonder. Really hard to find the needed elves now, it's simply because there are like so many of them. Jesus. Any minute now. Any minute now. Any minute now. Oh, here we go. Coswick. My power will save you. So. But that's not all. So we also got an elf which is called... Let's see. Jesus. Oh, I know. Yeah. It should be here somewhere. Yeah, this one. Clockch. I'll give you more time. So we also got an elf which is called... let's see. Mueller. I'll shield and heal you. And the final one that we got today... Bee Honey. I'll shoot at your attackers. And yeah, that's it for the elves that we got today. As you can see, we still have some elves to collect, but we already got pretty much all the elves that there are in the game, so yeah, our collection is almost complete. So, but yeah, this will be it for today. We still have some Reploids to talk to after this mission that we completed, but I'll leave that for the next episode. And yeah, for the next episode I'll also leave the revisit of this place where we were today, because we still have some elves to collect there, so we'll be doing that in the next episode as well. And yeah, there's also one more interesting thing that we'll do next time. We'll also visit Servo once again, because after this mission that we completed today, Servo gives us, yeah, a new weapon. So, But yeah, let's save our game, and this will be it for today. So yeah, in the next episode we still won't head to the next mission, because as you can see, I still have some things to do before starting our next mission here. So yeah. But yeah, this will be it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and see you all. Cheers!